Hello all, welcome to our KDA Stars blog. And now today we are again yet another star with us. So let us welcome Dr. Neel.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. It's a privilege to be here.
So Dr. Neel, we all would like to know that what was that fascination which drove to this profession of psychologist, and tell us our journey from the start to this point of your profession.
Yeah, I will. Sometime I start thinking, ma'am, is it a profession or a passion which is making me here?
Oh yes.
Because when I go down the memory lane, because this is a question which most of the people ask me because my different backgrounds. So let me tell a little bit of it because it will take a lot of time to tell about 40 years of journey.
Yes.
So I started from a very poor family, my life, very, very poor, I can say. Studied in almost a municipality school all the time. Had no idea what English is, so studied like that. And my mother, the greatest personality in my life, I can say, I place her always above God. And she is the inspiration in my life.
Okay.
So she always made me talk to mentors and guides. And that is how she made me meet my first mentor and a guide, late Dr. Chang Lee. 8 years I studied with him about life. No books could ever teach me what I have learned, what he taught me.
Oh.
No degrees could ever teach me anything. Trust me, his first guru, and I every day take at least 10 to 20 times his name for what clearing he has done in my mind, and he made me a bulletproof mindset. So I had a lot of fear, a lot of difficulties understanding various things because of the background. Absolute poverty, you can say, not even a bicycle to college. And seeing people as well off. So he explained to me certain things. A small thing which changed my life, hundreds of things which he has said. One thing I can share with you is, he said, what is your biggest suffering or pain? So I said, poverty. I feel difficult seeing people well dressed because we had always the worst dresses, torn shoes, and my mother being a tailor those days who was stitching not the designer but mending dresses. So she used to bring my seniors dresses, their books, and she used to make it all right and give to us. That is how we have grown up. So he said, if you want to come out of poverty, learn two things in life. So I was all ears, and there were lot many people. I am talking about his satsang, where he used to give discourses. Many people used to come. So he said, remember two rules in life. And first rule is, if you have Lakshmi, Lakshmi is a very good friend of Lakshmi, she will bring more Lakshmi. And that irritated me actually. I got very, very annoyed. I said, I don't have, and you are giving me a mantra which can't be used in life. So then he said, hold on. This is where the reality is, because the first mantra will be always useful. He said, if you do not have Lakshmi, make a great friendship with Ma Saraswati. Saraswati is a magnet, and she can bring Lakshmi of your choice. And that made me thinking. It took me 1 year, ma'am. I was too young, too very young when I went to him. So he changed my life. And he said, what is the meaning of Saraswati? Saraswati has nothing to do with paper degrees.
Yes.
He said, whatever you touch, आप जो भी करें उसके भीष्म पितामह बन जाए. Become the best in that. You won't need to cry again in life. It took me 1 year to understand. Then I started working with him, learning him. And then it started changing my paradigm. I started seeing things differently. I started believing I can. You need not cry. You can make things happen. And my mother was always there. Very powerful lady. Had nothing, but had everything.
Yes.
So I started attending to people who are sick. I was a gold medalist always in studies, despite no facilities. So my first job was a government job. I had two appointment letters, so I went to my father and asked, what should I do? So he said, always join an organization which is growing. You have to work 10 times more. Never join an organization which is well set. You will never learn. His wisdom those days you can imagine. And I joined my first government organization. And there I saw every week one or two people used to fall from top and die because we were working in boiler projects. So that was the first project of National Thermal Power Corporation, NTPC. So I went there as a young engineer. Every week we used to see a couple of deaths, sometimes one death, but no week without a death. Something was pushing me to go with the dead body, go to the family, listen to them, talk to them, not as a professional, but as a human being. I started understanding there is so much pain, so much trauma people are going through. And that made me get attached to people. Then I had a passion to be in armed forces.
Oh.
So that was because my grandfather was in INA.
Okay.
He was the secretary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. So perhaps that blood. So I always wanted to be in armed force. एक सपना था वर्दी पहननी है. So I attended SSB Army in Bhopal, stood there number one.
That's great.
And like that, the armed forces services started life. A lot of challenges at home because I have 4 sisters, total poverty. Parents were unable to create enough wealth. So that is how the life is. My elder sister became my mother. Like she took over. She was the first person getting a railway job because she was too good in studies like me. Never had a problem with Ma Saraswati, I can tell you. So she started taking care of the family after she is 2 years older to me. And after that, I got the job, said a family life started becoming slightly better. But 3 sisters unmarried. Still responsibilities there. And then elder sister got married, the younger sister got married, the younger to me, and a lot of loans were taken. And after that, I got into services, had to leave family. And there also, after qualifying in Army, SSB, then qualified in Navy, SSB, and trained by Indian Navy, got trained there, and then joined there. My first project was IPKF, Indian Peacekeeping Force. We fought 1.5 years war in Sri Lanka. So I live today minus 200% fear and minus 200% stress. I have no fear at all. That made me a different person. So we learned what life is. So I always proudly say armed forces one should join to learn life. They train you how to, with a cold blood, with a planned way, how to murder. It's a powerful thing. So fear goes out. Other people are filtered out in interview itself because it's a 5-day psychology test, SSB is. So that is how. Then grew up in Indian Coast Guard, ICG, and then put on uniform for almost 10 more years. And that is how came out, and then did a lot of work in civil. Everywhere I was more considered as a person who is taking care of people. And then finally, one day, awakening came. You are made for this. So came out of all type of services. And then finally, I'm here. Morning 11:30, I start my work here. Thanks to the divine doctors. Trust me. Great doctors. KDA has been a big support to me. Divine doctors. I can never forget the name of, in my lifetime, Dr. Rekhanand. She supported me a lot. Dr. Himani Gupta and many other people who walked into the life took care of me that I have a passion, okay, we are going to support you. And then this place is a wonderful place. where morning 11:30 I start my work. Trust me, ma'am, it starts that time, and the ending time is 12:30, 1:30 every day, 7 days a week.
Okay. No
My
break.
holidays are every day. Every day is a holiday. Every patient is a healer to me. And my all learnings in life, they have happened because of patience. I thank them. So I'm known for this. I have worked in Nayati Medicity Hospital, a 750-bedded hospital in Mathura, also in their psychiatry ward. I used to touch the feet of patients, small children particularly. They used to say, ये क्यों? बोले उन्होंने मुझे जो सिखाया है, कोई गुरु, कोई किताब नहीं सिखा सकती. क्योंकि मेरे गुरु ने हमेशा कहा, ज्ञान और गुरु का न उम्र होता है न मजहब होता है. I picked up from everywhere. That is how I brought up myself under tutorship of everyone, young and old. So I'm here every day, patients come and they touch the feet. I say, thank you so much for giving me this place. So journey had been beautiful. So this is a passion, and I'm now across India doing a lot of programs for development of teachers, principals, HODs, corporates, many students of IITs, IIMs, many students who come from MBBS or doing PG. I'm 24/7 taking care of them, and when I go for workshop, it is actually healing for me. Because in one-to-one, I'm able to address one or two people, correct? Or a family.
Yes.
And then when it comes to masses, 1,500, 1,600, 2,000 people attend at the time. And sometimes 100 teachers, 50 teachers. So I'm able to touch masses because I can't be healing everyone. So others have to understand and heal people. So a lot of stresses have increased, as you see. So that is where, when you asked me, I've taken you through the journey what I had. And this is what I really love. I don't feel tired at all. You sometimes come here at night 12 o'clock, you will feel the same.
Mm-hmm.
I'm absolutely energetic. Thanks to my mother first, thanks to my guru who changed my life.
So, like Einstein, even you became a lucky person to have that mother who took you high up in the life.
First God, my first love and first God is my mother. And I can say my life's biggest strength today is my wife. I tell in big, big forums, if she was not there in my life, I would not have achieved even 2% in my life. Home is made always a home by only the lady. Earning anybody can do. This comes from my heart. And another thing, when you are asking me this, one thing comes in my mind. My guru said, if you want to have a beautiful, peaceful life with a lot of happiness, learn two things. Like hundreds of things he taught, I'm sharing with my patients. He said, first thing, do not have a liking for food. Don't develop a taste. Because he said, when you are eating, millions of people, they don't have food. They may be taking from kachra dabba, garbage bin and eating. So consider food as prasad. प्रसाद समझ के खाइए, आपका हेल्थ बहुत अच्छा होगा बोले. तो जो मिलता है उसको अच्छे से खाइए. And the second thing what my guru said is, respect females the most. Whether it is your wife, whether it's daughter, your mother, your sister, your subordinate or superior. Trust me. His teachings have made my home a Vrindavan. We enjoy 24 hours. We are very happy. It's all blessing of mother, blessings of gurus and various gurus. Now Guru Sharananand Maharaj is the guru present because my first guru is no more there. So I learned that every one of us must have a guru. We must live with some mentor, some guide and get inspiration. Because what we can't see, our gurus can see. Because when I went to my first guru as a very youngster, he said, तुम्हारा जीवन जो है, your life is going to end up in people service. I laughed. I said, people service, I'm not able to look after myself. Where is the question of taking care of people? That's the power of gurus. So that's what a small journey is.
So that was really very enlightening to us also, along with you. So even we should be thankful to your gurus, which gave us this enlightenment.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, Dr. Neel, now your struggles are already available to us. So, I would like to know that what you consider as medals for yourself.
My biggest medal, I will say, love from thousands and lakhs of people, blessings from countless mothers, countless fathers, and I can say countless students. When people walk out of this room, they think differently. They start seeing life differently, and they decide we will not quit. So, again, here I would like to emphasize that when people go out with clarity in life, as a guru, as a mentor, you feel satisfied. And that's the vitamin what you get. And then very important thing I wanted to share is that every week in this place, which is nurtured beautifully by Vedanta Healthcare, so Dr. Neel's Prosan Foundation is created to help people to see life differently. Every week, 5 to 6 marital conflict cases minimum I am getting. And 4 to 5 attempted suicide. 4 to 5 attempted suicide cases walk in here. The biggest strength what my guru gave me, and I follow it very strictly, is 100% confidentiality. I don't share anything of anybody with anybody. Even when husband and wife come, they sit separately. You have seen a beautiful soundproof room, such a beautiful facility. So here, they sit separately. I talk to the wife separately, and I don't tell what wife have spoken. Even kids, when they come, what children are expressing, what they are talking about, is never shared with parents. It is only, sharing is only to the extent of what is that which can help to make the life better. It is only up to that. And I tell everyone, nothing will go out of this room. So I'm that fortunate that millions of people will be going with me, their memories, their talks in my graveyard. So that is what life is all about.
Okay, so moving ahead, I would like to know that when you are into this activity, which is so soothing for you at heart, how do you feel mentally and physically both?
Actually speaking, my mentors, my gurus, starting from first guru, they gave something beautiful. That if somebody is drowning, don't feel pity about it. Can be a small child drowned, small male, young lady, or an old mother. That's a crocodile tear in his language. I never understood initially as a young boy. He always used to say, don't give crocodile tears to anybody. It's not going to help. So I asked him, what is the meaning of it? He says, it's a beautiful thing, you know. He said, if you see somebody drowning, are you affected? Are you impacted? Question. If you feel I'm feeling sad, learn swimming. Become a lifeguard. Save 4 people in your life. Then it is not a crocodile tear. Otherwise, just showing sympathy, gossiping, oh, that young boy died, this young girl died, all these things are waste of time as per me. And as I grew up, I realized it's so powerful. It's life changing. Yes or no?
Yes, absolutely.
So I don't have any stress. You imagine 5 to 6 marital conflict cases. Today also I have handled a marital conflict case, a very serious case. And then attempted suicide cases. Sometime night 1:30, 2 o'clock people call me. And my mobile is 24/7 available except when I am doing a program. When I am in workshop, it is in forwarded mode. So somebody else attends and says, sir, will be available. He will attend to you after so and so time. Because somebody committed suicide because he could not speak to me. That came in newspaper also. In fact, a doctor committed suicide after making 21 calls, missed calls to me. since I was keeping it in silent mode. He felt I am ignoring perhaps, or he was in serious marital conflict with the wife. He hung himself. So that day I decided this is not a right approach. We have learned from life, correct?
Yeah.
So I started putting my mobile is always in forwarded mode. When I'm not reachable, somebody will definitely attend and say what time onwards I will be available. So that's how I have grown up. So my work is healing. I read a lot. You can see so many books are here. Every month I buy books. My investment is because every book is a guru. I tell students, this Sunday also 35 students had come to learn about life from a coaching center, a beautiful coach, he brought them about life. So the point what I'm trying to say is, if we have right mentors and gurus and we keep learning full time, there is no question of stress. And your family life is very important. When you go back home, they should be happy receiving you. You should be happy, and 24 hours in the house, you should be smiling. And that only a guru can teach. And that is what my guru taught me, and our family life is God's grace. With all your blessings, so many divine doctors, my life is beautiful. So there is no stress at all. Where is the question of stress?
True.
Yeah. So self-healing
sounds-
and a lot of tools which they have taught. I practice every day of self-healing. Cleaning self, like we take bath, mind has to be cleaned.
So that's really very inspiring to even all of us, that we even all of us should start taking this advice from you. So that's really very, very important thing that has come as a sharing to us.